Well, get on out this morning and see if I can get a few things done. It's going to be another hot day here in North Carolina. Had a lot of hot days this last week and got a few more hot days coming up in the next week coming up, I believe, is what I've been told. So the other night we had a pretty good old rainstorm come through. Had a right good bit of wind and some hail and got kind of rough there for a little bit. And once it kind of blew through, we went there and took a look, and we had a couple limbs that were blown out of the tree, but thank the Lord they didn't get into the fence. They blew far enough over they didn't get the fence or anything. So I'm gonna go there this morning. I should have got them out that night, but it was so rainy and still storming, and everything was, those limbs were big enough I couldn't actually pull them up, and I was gonna try to throw them across the fence, but I couldn't get them. So what I did is I actually kind of just drug them out a little ways from the fence. But anyway, Kim called me the other morning when I got to work. She said, well, she said that limb is over there in the pasture into the fence, and she tried to pull out a little bit, but it was still in there pretty good. So I told her, I said, just cut that section off, keep the cows out of it. And so she did, and she got the limb off the fence anyway. So we're going to get the tractor this morning, see if I can go ahead and get them limbs loaded up. I got about 2 or 3 good sized limbs. There's one back there directly behind the house, an old pine tree that got struck by lightning several years ago, and it killed it, but part of the top of it blew out in the pasture where the calf's at. So try to get all that stuff loaded up this morning, and that way I can cut the cows back in the other part of the pasture, because I don't need it to get too overgrown, which it's grown pretty good since they've been cut off of it. But if I don't get that limb out of there before I turn it back in there, I know Emma's going to push it back into the fence again. So go get a little fuel on the tractor, get it fired up, and see if I can get them before it gets too hot today. That limb don't look as impressive as it did the other night in the storm, but it had a bunch of limbs on it. It was like those limbs up there, full of leaves and all kinds of stuff. Well, I reckon before Emma pushed it all into the fence, they eat most of the leaves off of it, which I don't care. I'll go here and see if I can get the rest of these limbs up. Got some scatter web yonder and some right here, so if I can get this mess cleared up and get down here and cut them cows back in here on it, because they're all down there. Let's see. There they are. They're all down under the shade tree this morning anyway, cooling a little bit. So get it cleared out in here so they can come back and eat over here. No. Oh. Yeah, it's a lot lighter with new limbs on it, so, or new leaves on it, I might say. See if I can get that stay right there. Hey. Yeah, MO is something to push around and play with. I have it in the fence 10 minutes after they're back over here. Let's get the rest of that stuff up. I know now why that limb don't look as big as it did, because it looks like Emma's broke off all the limbs on it and scattered them all over the pasture. Oh, have mercy. All right, he can have them ones that are left. They're kind of small anyway, he can have them to play with, so I ain't gonna pick all them little bitty ones up. Well, let's see if we can get them to stay on the front of the bucket so I can get them back up to the barn. Hey, donkeys. Yeah, y'all better come back over here this afternoon. This is y'all's favorite tree. I'll get the gate opened up when I get done. Do what? I ain't hear you say it. Yeah, there's some bird feathers over there. I don't know. It'll be a pretty good burn pile whenever we get a chance to burn it. Master it down a little bit so it won't be so high. What have you got? My driver's license?
Yes, they come.
Surprised to come that early. We went about, what, a week ago, went and had them renewed? I'm good for 5 more years then. I'm gonna go back there now and try to get that other one out back there where the calf's at, I reckon. It's right, I'm gonna put it right on top of that pile. See if it'll burn too in a few days. All right. Hey, Maggie. Hot, ain't it? Oh, this one shouldn't take as long. I'm just gonna leave the tractor running, get her loaded up. There's some of the ones that just laid across the fence there. But anyway, yeah, there's a big old pine up there. You can see on the other side. It's gonna fall eventually. I got to get it cut down. So, see if I can't get this old big log. It's rotted, but it's still heavy. See if I can get it in the tractor. Watch out, Maggie. Whoa! Boy, she's heavy. To be rotted out, she's heavy. What if I can do this right here and get the end in there? There we go. Whoa. Whoa. Let's see if she's gonna raise up and stay in there. Watch your feet. Woo. Yeah, that's got her. She ain't going nowhere. Right here at Maggie's little spot where she digs along the fence. They lay in the shade. All right. You want me to leave them other 6 over here so you can chew on them and play with them? All right, we'll go dump this one. I'll be done. Well, while I'm out here, I might as well bush hog this garden one last time. Got a new sprayer in the house I got to put together sometime today. I want to get and spray this garden, kill everything, dist it in, and go ahead and see if we can plant some fall garden here for too long. So while I got the tractor out, bush hog's hooked up, let's go ahead and get it bush hog too, get it out of the way. I'm done with the bucket for a little while, so let's go ahead and change it out and get our hay spear back on there again, because oh man, that thing's tight. There it went. Because the man's over now cutting hay, so he'll be baling it. So next time next Saturday, I'm probably going to get more hay. So let's go ahead and switch them out. I always miss this other side over here somehow or another. I don't know how in the world I do it. Should be easy to do. Can't see it for one thing. Now I got it. There we go. Now ready to get some hay moved. While I got it hooked up, right, and I put a bale of hay for the cows this afternoon. Yep. I reckon I'll just get this little old bale right here. It'll be enough for them today because they got plenty of grass to eat. And let's see, use this camera to see where I'm at. There we go. Like I said, they got plenty to eat right now in the pasture. So we'll get this little bit out of the way in case that man gets the hay baled quicker this week than I think he will. We have room to put up. I hope this morning 6 bales this time, but we'll see. Well, I didn't make it to getting the calf watered and bottle fed in the back. I knew that storm was coming. I didn't know how far away it was, but it's here. I'm trapped under the shutter with Bob and Maggie. We're all waiting out the storm. I don't care. We need some more rain anyway. The old pond's starting to look a lot better, but we could use some more rain. It's trying to slack up a little bit, but that's a good little cloud over that way. Sure coming down some rain. Woo. Yeah. A little bit lighter over that way. But so glad I got a shelter, ain't you? Ain't you glad we got us a shelter to get under? How about you, Bob? Bob just wants his bottle. Time for your bottle, ain't it? Well, I bet you ain't gonna get it right now. She was about to fix it. But it's probably gonna wait till the rain slows down. Alright, well, maybe slack off a little bit. I can finish up and get in the house. Thank you, Lord, for the rain. Well, the man came cut our hayfield again the other day, so we'll come in here and see how it looks. I don't know how much it's grown. Haven't checked on it right lately since got the last hay out of here. But he's cut it. It's laying down. Gonna let it dry for a day or two, I guess, and maybe hopefully bale it next week. Get around and see how thick it is. See if we're gonna get more than 6 bales this time. I hope we do. If not, we're gonna fertilize it, but man said that probably need doing it right now because we won't get more cutting off of it. Probably wait till next year and fertilize it and spray it. It's right down there. Let's see what we can find. It's always a bad driveway. It's just steep. pull her off the field, off the driveway path anyway. Go and see what it looks like. Well, it looks pretty thick. It looks like it's probably taller than it was last time. Yeah, I believe it was. I don't think it was that tall last time it got cut. So that ought to be pretty good right there. It looks all right. Whenever it comes back, and it feels pretty dry right now, but I think it might rain this afternoon. So I think it's going to come out more than 6 bales this time, because it looks a lot thicker than it did before. It goes way around there. It's pretty thick all the way down through here, it looks like. So each row looks pretty good. So each row is about the same. So I think we'll get more than 6 bales this time, I believe. It looks like we will. I hope we do anyway. Like I say, when the man comes back, and we'll get him to fertilize it next time. What day did he cut it? You remember? What day was that he cut it? You remember?
Yesterday.
Was it yesterday or was it Thursday?
They cut it yesterday, Saturday.
I reckon it might have been. Yeah. I think it's going to be out this time, though. I'm pretty sure we'll get more than 6 bales this time. I feel like we will anyway.
If they cut it Thursday, it would already be baled by now.
Yeah, well, that's right. It might have been yesterday he cut it. I don't know. We'll wait and see what happens. But I think we'll get more than 6. To be sure, we'll get more than 6 bales out of it. As thick as that is right in there. I wish it was a little bit thicker, but I don't know. I reckon we'll find out next week when he bales it. We'll find out. Well, I guess we'll call it right here. Got a few things done. It's been so hot. I think yesterday the heat index was 105 to 109. So we finally got everything finished up yesterday and got back in the house. I think the hay field's going to do pretty good this time. We'll find out next week when the man comes back and bales it. Like I said, the last time we did it, only got 6 bales, which was not as much as I thought it was going to be. I thought we got a little bit more than that. But I think the way it looks now, it looks thicker than it did last time when he cut it. So I think we'll get more. But I'll let you know next week. So we're going to run back to the house, finish feeding up, got to feed the bottle calf, get stuff ready for next week. And so I guess we're going to call it right here. But again, we appreciate you joining us. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends and neighbors, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.